You're back with Beers and Balls. Myself, Ellis. I've got my good big ginger beardy friend Will.
Hello everyone.
And we have our first guest on the show.
The very first guest.
The very first guest, Pete.
Very privileged.
Hello everyone. Hello, hi.
Obviously, Pete, we talk about football and we just go on and talk about every topic really. Obviously, you are a grassroots coach, but tell us a bit about your coaching background first of all. Where have you been? What have you done? What's the crack?
So all my coaching have been at St Finbarrs. That's where I started. So
that's actually where we are now. We're in St Finbarrs. Big up to St Finbarrs.
Yes, big up St Finbarrs. Yes. So my lad played for St Finbarrs, and I used to be on the sideline. Yeah, why don't you do this, do that? And one of the parents said to me, "You sound like you know what you're talking about. Do you know?
Yeah, do you want to be involved?
Do you want to be involved?" Yeah. And I said, you know, it's funny you should say that because I've always wanted to do something for kids. I always wanted to, you know, get involved with kids because kids are our future, right? You know what I mean? Yeah. So I think we should be working on them. So I said, yeah, okay. So came to St Finbarrs. They put me through my badges, my 1 and my 2. I had an under 7 team and took them all the way through to under 16.
Yeah.
Wow. So you got a good connection with them as well. Or?
Well, I tell you what it is. You have, and some of them were like 6 years old. So you have boys who literally can't kick a football. And ended up, you know, being able to play a game. So brilliant, absolutely. You know, that's like everything. You know. But a lot of people don't understand. They say to you, well, why do you do it? You know, you're out there in the rain and it's cold and it's horrible and it's
hard work.
It's hard work.
It's hard work.
But they don't get it. They don't understand the buzz and the, you know.
So why do you do it? Why do you do it?
Is it just for the buzz, or is it for their development, or?
Honestly, not the coach's hat on.
Okay.
Why do you do it? Why do you coach?
Do you really do it?
This is Pete Gordon speaking, not the coach, right? I truly believe that young people, I don't call them kids, I call them young people, is the future of our world, okay? And it's up to us as adults, to mold and teach these young people to be all they can be. And that's it.
Okay.
That is it in a nutshell.
Big respect for that, mate.
Yeah.
Massive
Do
respect
you,
for that,
as a coach, football, probably really not at, you know, U6, U7, U8, but now you've got a U13 team, right?
Yeah, that's right.
As a percentage, winning the game, do you want to win the game 70%? Or are you thinking, I don't care about it at all?
That's a really straightforward question, and I'll explain to you what I mean by that. There is not a child that plays football, I don't care at what age, that don't play to win. You know, they say, oh yeah, you know, they play because they want to have fun. They're not having fun when they're losing. They're having fun when they're winning. So as a coach, you need to understand that, okay? So if they win, fantastic. If they win and they put into practice what you taught them, that's even better. That's like everything, you know. So winning is good. Winning is great. But them putting together what you taught them to win that game, win or lose, really, is what it's about. It's all about the performance. It's not about the winning. But you need to understand, for the kids, it's about winning.
And that's where we've come from. We've had this discussion before. You know, you're sitting on these coaching courses and they always ask you icebreaker, why do you coach? And it's about the development and about this, and no one ever says
it's about
because we want to win.
No, it's all about the winning. It's all about
you want to win, and I'm glad another coach has said that.
You've asked that question twice. Both answers you've got the same answer.
You don't really hear it. So another question I've got for you is, obviously we've had discussions about kids of today versus kids of yesteryear, if you like. What is the difference between a kid that makes it and a kid
How long have you been coaching though?
I've been coaching now for 11 years.
11 years?
So 11 years. So you've seen a good chunk of players.
You've seen a change.
Oh, definitely, yeah.
And it's a change of technology and a change of mentality, everything.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah.
What is the difference between a kid making it and not? Is it just solely ability, or is there other factors that come into it?
Number one is attitude.
Right.
It's all about the attitude.
Right.
It's all about, and I explain to you what I mean by that. Anybody, ability without attitude, you won't make it.
And by attitude, define attitude for us. What are you expecting to see from a player that's going to reach the top?
To be all they can be, to be the best of themselves, to do whatever it takes to be the best of themselves, to forget everything else, okay, to be totally 100% to be committed. There is no plan B, there is only a plan A. This is what I want, nothing else matters. I eat, sleep, shit, can I say that? Okay.
And in essence, mate,
it means everything to them.
And what you just said there, I agree with 100%. But to many parents, they probably wouldn't. No, they need to know maths and English and science. They need to have a backup plan.
There is no backup plan. It's plan A or plan A. That's it.
Less kids that have that plan A now than years ago.
Because of distractions.
Was there more kids that had plan A and that was it?
Yeah,
and
of course.
Now it's all.
Of course, yeah. So you talk a true thing that Roy Keane said.
Quotes.
Hello, Roy Keane.
A true thing Roy Keane says, right? Back in the day when they played football because they loved football.
Yes, this is what I said.
So the kids of today play football now because of all the Lamborghini and the Ferrari and all that kind of stuff.
Yes, it's not a love.
But you're not gonna make it for monetary reasons. You're gonna make it because you love what you're doing, and
they do it for free.
They would do it. They would do it for free. They would do it for free. Yeah. So you have to wonder why some players play on for so long. People say, yeah, he's got enough money. They play on so long not because they want the money, because they love the game. It's what they want to do. They don't want to do anything else.
Yeah, I know what you mean.
That's the thing though. When we grew up, you'd be out from when the sun rose to when the sun set, and you'd just be playing football.
You would.
All day, and you would never stop.
Yeah, absolutely. So you ask me the difference.
You don't see that now.
So you asked me a question about the difference between then and now. The difference between then and now is now we have, and dare I say it, we have kids that play football because they are programmed to play a certain way. Where back then we had street football.
On the street.
It was.
I would say a lot. Don't I think kids nowadays are overcoached.
Yeah.
I think they're coached
100%.
because
They're doing too much.
They've got a choice now.
100%.
Because that's the only time they get to go play football, and it's under a coach.
Yeah,
100%.
They're not just in a field, just trying to hit the crossbar or just having fun.
100%. 100%.
Do you think technology and its advances, which is great for society in general, right? But do you think it's having an adverse effect on the children trying to be footballers? Do you think having this with TikTok and Snapchat and Instagram diverting their attention as well?
Oh,
And
definitely.
that's the question,
Definitely.
do you think FIFA could improve football?
Yes. Yes, it can.
Yes.
I disagree.
Yes, it can. I explain to you why I say yes, it can, because with FIFA, it's programmed in there for the correct shape, what you need to do when you lose the ball.
But isn't that's going against what you sort of said there, where you're raw, you're a street footballer, you're learning the basics of football out there doing it. Whereas now it's like, I need to be here.
No.
Do you know what I mean?
No. Not at all. Not at all. You Zidane, not so much Messi, but Pele and all these great players who played street football. You can't play street football in a professional game.
Yeah.
Okay,
You
so
still got to understand the structure.
you still need to understand the structure.
Ronaldinho pretty much played street football as well.
Ronaldinho, yes he did. Yes.
He's a one-off.
Yes,
to
he
be
did.
honest.
Well,
there's not many players like Ronaldinho.
Well, the whole philosophy of Brazilian football is street football, about expressing yourself and go out there and playing football with a smile on your face, yeah. And they went through a stage of trying to play too much like European football, and it didn't work for them because it's not them. And then they've gone back to their samba. You know, so
It's still not working because it's crap.
you know, but
we just rely on Neymar too much.
But I think games like FIFA can install a kind of an idea of how the games should be played positions because they CDM and CF and all
Exactly,
this. But when it comes to the exterior stuff, like kids having Snapchat and all that stuff, I mean, I used this with you before, but you know, Theo, obviously you coached him, but I play a game of FIFA with him, and I can't get through 5 minutes of game time without him checking his Snap, checking his Instagram, or whatever. While he's playing the game.
Wow.
With TikTok. It's bizarre.
Wow.
They're glued to these apps. And I believe we're going to have a wave of players that just don't care. And I think it's going to be detrimental to the development of players in this country.
yes, absolutely, yeah.
Because they get everything too easy. And their only end game is to earn that Lamborghini, not to play football because they love football. And that's the problem. And that's the problem. So where do you, obviously we're Coventry City development now, have you got, what's your future aspirations as a coach? You want to go higher, you want to go adult?
Where do you want to go?
I'll tell you exactly where we're going to go, and it hasn't changed since the day I actually joined coaching. Is to it's not about Sunday League football, and it's not even about development football or anything like that, right? It's about getting underprivileged kids who just would not have the opportunity to make it as a professional.
And do you know what?
And that's what it's all about for me.
That touches your topic. That went really, really well on one of our reels, by the way. Football's becoming a rich person's sport.
And it shouldn't be.
Yeah.
But it is at the minute.
And you want to look at the inner city, the kids that can't afford it, they haven't got the opportunity. But there's no scholarship funds.
Well, I'm going to say that obviously we all coach in the development centre, but we spoke about before. There's a lack of the player that's the dirty player,
The raw.
raw player. You know, because the majority of our players, their parents can afford to put them in the system, so their kids are probably a bit more well brought up.
Yeah, they're not the calmer, they're nicer. They don't want to put that dirty 2-footer in.
Hey, look, we ain't looking for angels, are we?
No.
You know what I mean? Angels don't make good footballers.
Don't get them though.
Because they can't afford it.
Yes, that's what I'm saying.
Okay, because they can't afford it.
So your aspirations are to go deeper into the community and nurture those players that can't get the opportunity at mainstream because they can't afford it.
Yes, 100%. Yeah.
Would you have any ideas on how to bring more of them?
More in the city, kids into the system.
More into the system.
I think every club should have a scholarship fund.
Look, at the end of the day, we have a kick system going on right now, and there's loads of them there.
Yeah.
Okay.
How do we get them in there?
There's loads of them there. We get them in there by.
What is a kick system? I don't know.
So kick system basically is street football. Okay, these are kids who can't afford to pay a subscription. Okay, and they end up just playing football together. Okay, a bit like the same thing that I've in like North London where they have in the cage. It's that sort of thing. Yeah. Now these kids play football because they love the game.
Yeah, and that's all it is. They don't
love the game.
Yeah.
They eat, sleep football. You know, and I'm gonna give you a little story. Okay. His name is Godfrey Boa, alright? And he played for me when he was under 10. Yeah. He is 17 now. He played for me when he was under 10. Yeah. He came to my team and I said, nah, he's too good. He's got to go and play professional football. And I went and seen his parents. Big show. Yeah. So I went and seen his parents and this boy was sat down watching the TV. Yeah, he had the football at his feet and he was messing about with the football like this, right? TV. While he's watching TV. He's on the phone, right? And he's messing about with the ball on his feet, yeah? So his mom said to me, would you like a drink? I said, yeah. He said, Godfrey, go and get the ball. Go and get Peter a drink. He dribbled the ball to the kitchen, got the drink, and dribbled the ball back and gave me. His mom said, so I said to his mom, is he always like this? She said, yeah.
Can't take the ball away from his feet.
It takes the football to bed and sleeps with the football.
I can believe it.
Yeah.
I can believe it, mate. There's been kids do it. There's been kids that have done that.
That boy now has just signed his scholarship last season, so he's in his first year of scholarship at Birmingham City. And he said to his mum, "Mum, don't worry,
I'll take care of you."
I will take care of you."
That's a really, really heartwarming story as
It's a
well.
quality
you know what I
story.
mean?
It's a quality
really,
story.
really
It's
good
real.
story. Yeah, yeah.
His dad, they're from Ghana and they lived in Belgium. I took that boy to training at Birmingham City, bearing in mind you normally get what, 6 weeks?
Yeah.
A trial?
Yeah. 6 to 8, yeah.
He was there for 3 months. 3 months trialing. I took him because his dad wasn't here, right? And the reason why they had him so long is that he was so different
Yeah.
in the way,
what they were used to.
but they liked what they saw
Because he was raw.
because he was raw.
All he knew was the game,
Yeah.
the real game.
That's all he
Not
knew.
the fancy shit.
Not the
real
fancy,
game.
not the fancy stuff. He just wanted to play
Yeah.
football. That's it, and he was good at it. Okay, and he signed a 2-year scholarship. You know, and he's in his next season will be in his 2nd year scholarship. So that's what it's about for me.
And his name is,
Godfred Yeboah.
and we'll look
Watch
out
out
for
for
him.
him.
Look
Watch
out for him, yeah.
Pete, it's been a pleasure. Thank you for your insights.
Thank you
for
very much for inviting me.
been
Thank
really-
you.
it's been-
Thank you.
yeah,
Thank you very much.
quality.